Hey everybody, it's Norm from Tested. Today I'm going to do a really quick build as part of a show and tell, and it's of something I've been super excited about. You know, I'm a big fan of Star Trek, and there are a lot of awesome fans of Star Trek out there who are also great prop builders. In fact, last year at the Tested Live show, I met a Star Trek fan and a prop builder named Ryan Bauer, who also went to the RPF party earlier this year, and he brought several of his props, one of which was a prototype of a custom keyboard. Ryan, as it turns out, is an industrial designer who works with Roddenberry Entertainment to develop prop replicas, but he's also a massive keyboard nerd. And he's working with Roddenberry to create a Star Trek LCARS themed keyboard. And he sent me one of his prototypes to put together. So we're gonna take a look at what's inside these boxes, and then I'm gonna make myself one of these keyboards. So check this out. To house the Star Trek bits that come later on, those keycaps, Ryan sent a CNC machine and powder-coated shell he designed. This actually houses the guts of a donor keyboard. So the donor keyboard in this case is going to be this guy right here, a Cooler Master Storm, CM Storm Rapid 1 mechanical keyboard. This one I believe has Cherry MX Brown switches, which are my favorites. So I'm going to take this apart and put them in here. But the keycaps themselves are a whole other story. And as any mechanical keyboard, custom keyboard nerd knows, it's all about the keycaps. Well, and the switches, but the keycaps on top of the switches. So what Ryan and Roddenberry have come up with is the Galaxy class keycaps, which have a color scheme that may be familiar to you. Oh, check this out. Totally LCARS themed. Amazing. Look at that color scheme. It's not just the colors, it's the soft matte finish of these keys, and also the labeling, that typography. And you can basically imagine the okutagrams floating around this. You know, instead of your insert key, it says con, instead of delete, it says ops. You have inject, translock, pattern, enhance, eject core for the escape button. And underneath it, now this keyboard doesn't have a numpad, but if I was to get a numpad, there's an additional key set here, keycaps for numpad, as well as, ooh, check this out. This is a 3D printed Enterprise D keycap that can be used for any key. I might put this on the escape key. That's right, custom keyboard makers design their own keycaps in CAD and then print them out on like a Form 2, coat them, and put them on keys that you rarely use. So this is fantastic. All right, I gotta get to building. I wanna show some close-up shots of these, but hopefully next time I see you, we'll have a finished LCARS keyboard. And there you have it. This thing is so badass. Oh, it's so nerdy in the best way possible. And it's hefty. I think something that's difficult to get across in video is just how solid this machined metal is. Oh, it feels so good. The whole assembly process, super easy. Disassembling this Cooler Master Storm Rapid Fire 1 keyboard, 4 screws in the back, pop the top off, 2 screws in the front, pop the back off, then you mount the micro USB port in here, and Ryan has done all the necessary, given all the necessary tools required, the hex keys, everything to plug this in. I love this cable. It's so delightfully early 90s, late 80s, yeah? And then of course the keyboard sounds fantastic. Oh yeah, you could hear those cherry browns, so good. I decided to keep the eject core button for the escape key, and I put this beautiful custom Enterprise D keycap over here on the far right. What is that? Scroll lock, num lock, No one knows. No one uses this at all. So this will be my new home keyboard. Now, for those of you who want this keyboard, they are going to be releasing it through Roddenberry.com in November, I believe. So you can check that out. There'll be links below. But thank you, Ryan, so much for sharing with us his enthusiasm for mechanical keyboards and Star Trek: The Next Generation. We'll have more build projects in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.